Hello and welcome. This is MechCommander, and we're back with some more MechCommander 2. Let's go ahead and hear the mission briefing.
Thank you, Commander. I cannot express my gratitude enough. Hopefully, a war crimes committee will prosecute Reynard and hang him.
I heard some veterans joined your crew. That's good. But we need more men. We'll definitely gain some new troops from the city. Many don't have homes to return to anyway. For now, you may be all we've got.
Let's get started.
Alright, so it looks like we have 3 missions to choose from. And looks like we get a choice of which house we want to act upon. So I think we're going to start with Mount Cho here. Mobile Assault Mount Cho. Raid the Mount Cho reinforcement station and cause maximum collateral damage to Liao property. Alright, let's see what this mission involves. A lot of objectives, so let's go through them one at a time. Destroy 1/3 of all enemy forces. Extract. And then we have a secondary objective of destroy 2/3 of all enemy forces. Destroy all enemy forces. Capture the Liao headquarters. Destroy all 3 power generators at Liao base. Destroy both industrial complexes. Destroy all 5 Slayer bombers. And capture weapons facilities. So a lot of secondary objectives. It looks like really our mission here is to do as much damage as we possibly can to the facility. Commander, the only hope we have of winning the war is to stop the Steiner-Liao alliance before they fully mobilize their forces together. Mount Cho is one of the strongest Liao positions on Cover 5 and their primary reinforcement point. We need you to hit this area and take out as many mechs and vehicles as possible before they combine with Steiner troops. I've also listed some secondary targets that will weaken Liao's capacity to mount an offensive. I hope you can pull this off, Commander. The hopes of the people go with you. So that's from Baxter yet again. And our tactical officer notes. I've got copies of what few maps there are of the area. I guess Liao didn't want anyone snooping around. Mount Cho is big, and the obvious approaches are heavily defended. I'd scout around a bit. Someplace that large must have a weakness. The good news is that we might not have to go to the mountain at all. Liao isn't expecting any sort of attack here. Most of their units are positioned outside the mountain. Alright, well, let's go ahead and set up our mission here. So it looks like we have 330 tons to work with, which is not too far off of what we've had in the last few missions. So last time we ran a Mad Cat, a Cyclops. I really wish it would stop doing this, where it removes some mechs and it leaves others, because it makes it hard for me to remember exactly what my loadout is. But I believe we had one of these mechs, and we had a Zeus as well. And I might just stick with this loadout because it's not a bad one. Honestly, the one thing that I think we discovered, though, is that some of our mechs... Oh, this is the wrong... We want the one that's upgraded. There we go. Some of our mechs are a little bit weaker than others in the armor category. Now, interestingly enough, the Zeus is the one mech that is the weakest out of the bunch, and I don't think it was really targeted at all in the last mission. Whereas this mech here was targeted quite a bit. So I don't know if there's really an easy way to figure out how which mech's going to be the target. We could upgrade our armor, but I think at this point we have a pretty set lance that seems to be pretty successful. Now, there might be reasons why we would want a faster mech than what we have here. But honestly, I think that this mech and this mech are Mad Cat, are fast enough. Again, I really wish it would, when I click on one mech to another, it wouldn't switch them around every so often. But at 86 kilometers an hour, that's not too bad. You're only about 11 below what some of the lighter mechs are giving us in the earlier stages of the campaign. We could get something that was definitely faster, but then we would have the liability of having a lot lighter mech in our loadout and more mechs to deal with. And I personally, just from my own skill standpoint, I like to stick with as few mechs as I possibly can. I don't really feel like we have to modify anything because I think, as far as I understand things, we have all the weapons unlocked at this point, so there shouldn't be any real upgrades that we need to do. So let's just go ahead and move on to the setting up of the pilots. So we have Cyclops, we have Hacksaw as our main experienced crew. We could go with an inexperienced crew like we did last time. Oh, it looks like we have more pilots. So Venom is new. I don't remember seeing this person. So we have an ER laser specialist and a scouting specialist. Wicked, I believe, is new. So laser specialist and an LRM specialist. Bubba is definitely new. Medium AC specialist and medium mech specialist. Well, we don't have either of those things being used. And I don't believe I remember Scooter either. So sensor specialist and jump jet specialist. Okay, well, honestly, at this point, we have enough veteran fighters that I think we're just going to stick with veteran fighters from here on out. So the Zeus is more about long-range engagement. So I'm going to go ahead and put long shot in that seat. And then finally we have this mech here, which I'll just call the Who from now on because that's as close as I think I'm going to get to pronouncing that correctly. So we've got mostly lasers, but unfortunately they are of ER or pulse variety, so I don't think Twitch's ability here is going to help us too much. Oh, Steel has pulse laser specialist. Let's go ahead and use him then. Alright, so this is going to be the crew we use. Let's go ahead and launch up our mission. So at this point, we're going to use as experienced a pilot as we possibly can. And if we lose somebody, we'll replace them from somebody from our pool. But at this point, we've got how many pilots that are veterans? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 total. And then we have a more of a pool of regulars beyond that. And again, I don't suspect that we'll lose that many pilots, but it's possible. If it comes down to that, then we can always start using other pilots to give them experience. Alright, looks like they're going to start us right out the gate without any cinematics or anything, so let's go ahead and take a look around the map and see what we can figure out about this. So we are started right in the middle of everything, and that's also apparently where our extraction point is. Let's go ahead and put up our objectives so we know what is listed where. All right, so we do have a scout with some sensors over here, and if they stay put, we can always airstrike. Let's take a look at our resource points right out the gate. So we've got 12,000. That's only going to allow us one airstrike unless we capture more resource buildings, but I see one right here already. So what's our objective over here? Destroy all 3 power generators at this base. So that's going to be these guys here. And more than likely, we're going to want to do that in person, as airstrikes probably won't pull that off. So that's one of our objectives. I don't see a reason why not to come over here and do this mission first. Well, let's go ahead and take a look at the rest of the mission. Is there anything else over in this area? Doesn't look like it. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on. So that is D, secondary objective D. We also have over here, well-defended entry point. Now, there may be a way that we can get across. It looks like right here, there might be some shallow water, although it's kind of hard to make out. I think I can just see it on the map there. There is a lookout tower, though. Okay, so if we go that way, it looks like we can get around here and perhaps capture this turret control. There's also a fuel truck here that we could hit and just take out the turret and its generator. So if we don't have to capture it, if we don't want to. Okay, moving on down, we have another turret control here. No easy way of knocking it out, though. So I think each of these are probably just turret controls. Oh, no, this is a base with some resource trucks, so that's going to be good to capture, I think. So far I'm seeing that we go this way, then we go down this water bridge here, or the ford. We come over, we take out the turret control, then we come over here, capture all these resource points. That's going to be pretty good. There's also a resource point over here. More resource points over here, not really defended. There's a repair bay. So at this point, we can pretty much sneak in behind without having to attack any of these turret control points if we don't want to. The one that's really going to probably be a possible threat is just right here. And again, we can hit the fuel trucks and probably take that out. Maybe with an airstrike, depends. Okay, moving along. Again, we don't really have to attack any of those areas. We have the headquarters that we have to capture, so we just have to come in and do that. So that might be the second thing we do. We have another resource building over here, a big ammo dump. So this is one of those things, if there's any enemies in this area, we just hit one of these ammo dumps and then the whole thing will go and we'll probably kill whoever's here. All right, so moving on, let's see what's down this way. Okay, just another turret control area. Another turret control area, and there is another ford right here, so probably a way that we're going to want to go. And it looks like we have some fuel here. So this is something, if there's enemies in this area, we could just hit the fuel dump and that would take out the whole area. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look what's over here, because this looks like another path here. There might be a path here that I'm not seeing because of the sensor ring, but let's go ahead and take a look at this path because it looks like a clear way around some possible defenses. Let's see what the defenses are, though, before we move on. So in here, we do have a possible objective. I think that's E, which is to destroy both industrial complexes. So industrial complex number 1, industrial complex number 2. Okay, is there anything in here that's going to be a hindrance that we can see? Resource building. Not that I can see, no real defenses, so there's no problem going this way. As a matter of fact, we might want to tackle that first because it's not so bad and is right next to where we are. We've got a patrol of Hetzers here. And this is just a road that doesn't seemingly go anywhere. All right, so this part of the island continues to not really be all that defended from what I can see as far as turrets or anything. So we've got an airfield over here. Ammo dump if there's any enemies in that area. We've got the bombers. You know, honestly, we might want to come over here first because those bombers might take off. We have an air traffic control, which is not one of our objectives. So, bunch of resources over here. And then finally, our G objective over here is the weapons facility, which we are to do what with? Capture. Okay? And a bunch of resource buildings over here as well. So honestly, taking a look at the two paths, it looks like going to E, F, G is actually the better course because there are not much in the way of enemies outside of just some vehicles. So let's go ahead and start moving that way. And we don't have to deal with any turrets, which makes this whole thing a lot easier. So I'm going to come over and just start attacking these Hetzers. As long as we stay away from them, they should be easily killed.
Hacksaw here. Locking in target. See ya.
Okay, there are some patrolling mechs here, it looks like. So we've got 2 Shayus at the extreme of our vision. Now, we do have an objective to kill all enemies, so we might want to do that. Let's focus on our objective down here first. So, get into a point where we can see that Hetzer.
It's as good as dead. Still reporting. Target acknowledged. Check.
Mech power-up detected.
Okay, we have a mech in this area. I'm not going to be too surprised by some power-ups here and there. Okay, he didn't really follow me, so let's go just knock out these light mechs. They will alert other enemies to our presence, but you know what? We're in the area, and they seem to be on a patrol path. As soon as we cross into their sensors, they'll probably be more aware of us and start to attack.
Worm here. Roger that.
Oh, they're just not stopping, are they?
Hacksaw
There we
here.
go. Now they
Dead.
are either back on their patrol, or they should know about me, so... Yeah, here they come. Okay, let's go ahead and attack.
Still reporting. Target acknowledged. Check.
Alright, these guys shouldn't be too hard to take out. They are medium mechs, but not particularly heavily armored ones.
Still reporting. Roger that. Target confirmed. Hacksaw here.
And it seems like our strategy of attacking them at range is doing just fine. Oh, that guy had a lovely death animation there. Spin, spin, spin. Alright. Let's see if we can get at the shoot us from another direction, perhaps behind this building here. We could hit him with an airstrike if we really wanted to, but... I'm hoping we'll be able to see him over this building, or up on top of this hill. Might have to angle the camera a little bit here. Okay, well, at least he's moving. Still can't see him. All right, let's back off a little bit. Start firing away here.
Locking in target.
Let him get a little close, but that was heavy damage to start
Hey, I'm
things
under
off.
fire. Show me something.
Okay, a couple more salvos into him. Probably should seal the deal.
Boy.
Okay, we've got at least one Hetzer coming at us.
Worm here. Roger that.
As long as we stay away, we'll be just fine.
Vehicle destroyed.
All right, we've got another Hetzer on the way. Could just be on a patrol. I don't know if it's actually coming after us or not. No, it's not. We're seeing more things on the...
Worm here. Yeah. Target locked in.
Mech power-up detected.
Okay, another mech is powered up. It looks to be another shootist. Seems to have come out of the industrial complex.
Locking in target. Consider it done.
Let's just capture this building, if it will allow me. And we'll hit the industrial building if the shootist isn't going to stop it.
Still reporting.
Enemy resources captured.
Building captured. Roger that.
I don't know if taking out this
Objective
building
complete.
will cause an explosion that will damage the shootist. Okay, none of these trucks or anything that I could blow up for any extra damage.
Still reporting. Roger that.
I can't see him, I can't shoot him, so
Roger.
just gonna have to move around until we get a better line of sight, or we get him to come actually after us. Probably from this direction we'll get something. Not quite yet, huh? A little bit closer than I'd like. There we go. Oh, okay, he's just gonna stand there. Alright, well, I guess we just get free tax now. Looks like we just barely have this, like... I'm guessing that this is causing some issues with the line of sight.
This could get ugly.
Alright, well that was easy enough.
Boy.
Sometimes the AI in this game seems to be a little lackluster. Okay, let's spin our camera around so we can see more where we're going. Go ahead and turn that off, so... Okay, let's see what's over here. So, a whole bunch of mechs. Alright, let's go ahead and just hit these guys with airstrikes, because they're just sitting still. I don't see a reason why not. So, we've got airstrike number 1 right on top of the hunchback here.
Confirmed. Commencing countdown.
Airstrike number 2. Are these fuel trucks? If they are, that's going to light up the fuel truck as well. Airstrike number 2 right
Airstrike
on there.
confirmed. Commencing countdown.
So this should do a ton of damage to these mechs. Oh, the hunchback was still alive. All right, well, interesting. But we took the catapults out, which is important because they're the only ones that can actually attack me at range. So let's go take those guys out.
Hacksaw here. It's as good as dead. Affirmative. Worm
Okay,
here.
one down.
Yeah. Target locked in. Check.
Oh, I guess not quite down. We just knocked him down there for a second. All right, I have to be careful. There might be more enemies on their way.
That's gotta hurt. Still reporting. Target acknowledged.
Okay, another one down.
Be right there. No sweat.
Let's go take out this orbital gun.
Worm here. Yeah. Target locked in.
I'm sure it counts as part of the enemy forces.
He's dust.
Okay, we do have enemies on the way. Looks like
Hacksaw
some
here.
vehicles.
It's as good as dead.
Might have just been a patrol that happened to see me, but
Hacksaw
why
here.
not come over and
Locked
kill
in
them?
target. Worm here. Yeah. Target locked in. Clean his clock. Roger that.
Okay, we've got a Zeus on the way. Oh, hello.
Warm here. Roger that. Target confirmed.
Some secret turrets here.
Reporting. Roger that.
Back off.
Confirmed.
As long as we stay away from them, they shouldn't be able to do any damage to us.
Warm here. Roger that. Target confirmed. Warm here.
Actually, this ammo dump is possibly a good target.
Hacksaw here. It's as good as dead.
See if we can strike it at range.
Consider it done.
Okay, it looks like it took out somebody. Alright, I'm going to take out these turrets just so I don't blunder into them later.
Acknowledged. Roger.
It's the first time I've seen these camo turrets, so kind of cool
Roger.
that is a thing.
Hacksaw here. Locking in target.
But they're SRM turrets, so you had to be right on top of them for them to be a threat.
Here. It's as good as dead. Warm here. Roger that. Target confirmed. Warm here. Yeah.
Okay, there is a
Affirmative.
turret grid
Hacksaw
here
It's as good as dead.
that I must have
Hacksaw
missed.
here. Locking in target.
We're having a problem
Hacksaw here.
with this one.
Good as dead. Warm here. Yeah. Target locked in. Hacksaw here.
Okay.
As good as dead. Roger that.
Let me grab steel here. Because we might be able to sneak around here on this turret grid. I was about to say, sneak in here.
Got it, sir.
It looks like we might take out one of the turrets on accident. I wanted to go a different path that wouldn't have
Building
resulted in that. Okay. Let me go ahead and grab the group. Get over here because it looks like we're going to be engaging this Zeus.
Roger. Still reporting. I am under fire.
All right, keep backing off. Okay,
I got him.
another mech down. Looks like that ammo dump explosion took out the other enemies. So, let's see, what's over here? We've got another vehicle. All right, so far so good as far as the mission. Let's just run over here and take out all these bombers. I don't think there's any defenders at this point. Oh, there's an LRM carrier, perhaps.
Hacksaw here. It's as good as dead. Roger that. Warm here. Roger that. Target confirmed.
Okay, let's take out the LRM carriers.
Copy target. Hacksaw here. As good as dead. Enemy destroyed. Hacksaw here. Locking in
Okay,
target.
take that guy out.
Vehicle destroyed. Long shot here. Copy target.
Take out the rest of the bombers here.
Yeah, target locked in. Hacksaw here. It's as good as
Okay,
dead.
we've got a
Objective complete.
bunch of mechs incoming here.
Roger that. Hacksaw here. Locking in target. Hacksaw here. It's as good as dead.
Just keep backing off here.
Sir, I'm under attack. I copy. Long shot here. Target locked in.
Let's go to our turret. Get a little bit of aid.
I got him. Long shot here. Copy target. Warm here. Roger that. Target confirmed. Long shot here.
Okay.
I'm taking fire.
A couple more to go.
Roger.
Open up on this guy, as he's gotten a little too close.
Target locked in. Hacksaw here. Locking in target. Hacksaw here. It's as good as dead. No sweat.
These guys are
Long shot here.
more durable
I'm taking
than...
fire.
Objective complete.
Update the kill board.
Okay. We've gotten a third of them.
Good job, sir.
In target.
You've eliminated about a third of the enemy in this region. You can extract now if you want,
Locking in
or
target.
keep going and earn some extra C-bills.
Well, we might as well keep going here. Oop. Let's not walk into that explosion. Now, there was something just on the edge of my vision here, where I'm going to guess there's a bunch of mechs just staying still. Okay, so we've got a mech and some other things just staying still. Honestly, these are not anything that I The swarm LRM carriers are a little bit dangerous, though, so I'm going to go ahead and hit these guys with an airstrike, hoping that we are able to kill a bunch of them.
Here. Roger that. Target confirmed. Roger. Roger
Okay,
that.
I don't know how many of them we took out, but that should help us. We've got a bunch of resources here, though, so I'm not too worried about airstriking.
Enemy resources captured. Enemy resources captured.
Mine. Aborting capture. Building captured. Check.
Okay, let's take a look at our other objectives. So weapons facility, destroy all 3. Now, I'm not sure if these count as, like... I'll just go ahead and blow up anything that's red
Locking in target.
while we're here.
You got it, sir.
Okay, so... I did manage to take out 2 of the swarm carriers and do some damage to that Anubis, I'm sure. Let's go in here and finish this stuff off. Now, the swarm carrier is more a threat if I don't keep moving.
Hacksaw here. It's as good as dead.
So let's get in there nice and close.
Roger that. Target confirmed. Still reporting. Target acknowledged. Worm here. Roger that. Target confirmed. Hacksaw here. Hey, I'm
Just
under
back
fire.
off in case he explodes.
No sweat.
Okay, anything here that is worth taking? I don't think so. Just a little bit of a... Okay, let's go over and take a look at G. So, G, we see... We're supposed to be capturing the weapons facility, so we don't want to blow it up. And it looks like we've got more of these swarm carriers, which I do worry a little bit about. Let's go ahead and do a
Airstrike confirmed.
airstrike right on top of them. As they did do heavy damage to my mechs as... we were attacking. So now there's just going to be a few of these vehicles here.
Worm here. Roger that. Target confirmed. Still reporting. Roger that. Target confirmed. Hacksaw here.
Okay.
As good as dead. Oh yeah, another one bites the
We are
dust.
starting to take significant damage here,
One less enemy.
to the point where I may call in a repair truck.
Affirmative. Enemy vehicle destroyed.
Okay, and we also have some patrolling vehicles that we're going to eventually need to take. We do have some resource trucks in here, so that should be good. There may be a powered down mech, so we'll find out once we get in here. But it appears we can just come in and capture things. So at this point, I'm going to call a repair
Objective
truck.
complete.
I got the building.
As much as there is a repair bay on the map,
Captured.
Ooh, boy.
Building is
Enemy resources
Long-time
captured.
cannons.
okay, sir.
These are snub-nose artillery pieces. Strong stuff and area effective. Watch how you use them. You don't want your own pilots
Hey,
getting
affirmative.
lost.
Repair vehicle inbound.
all right, so we have one more weapon. Okay, so who's the worst off in our group? It looks like Longshot and the Zeus, so let's go repair her first. Got some more vehicle hangars that I may want to blow up here, so let's go ahead and... Ah, that drives me crazy. Okay, so deselect by using my... Okay,
Worm here. Yeah, target locked in. Worm here. Roger that.
figure might as well just do this while we're repairing.
Long shot here. Good to go. Roger that.
All right, that's done. Let's now repair our other vehicles here. I don't know if this repair truck's going to be able to keep this up, but we'll focus on the ones that need it the most and go from there.
Still reporting.
Okay, let's
back in
get
action.
Hacksaw here. All right, how are we on resource points? We have 18,000.
Hacksaw here. All buffed and
Yeah,
shiny.
repair truck has a
boss.
little bit more to repair with, so that's good. Be able to finish off the repairs, and I'm just going to leave the repair truck here. At this point, it probably will exhaust all of its resources,
Worm here.
most of them anyway. So we just put that in there. Let's grab our main group here and get back on the mission. Alright, so if you just want to do the bare minimum of this mission, it's a fairly quick one. But if you want to do everything, it takes a little bit more time, but we're not doing too bad. We've got some mechs up ahead, bushwhackers and some stars flyers. The bushwhackers are going to be a little bit challenging because they have longer range weapons, so we will have to engage them. I mean, they're not going to be as strong as what we have, so... The Star Slayer mech, on the other hand, though, which we may be able to attack separately here, is going to mostly be close in. So let's just back off here.
Check. Still reporting. Commander, I'm taking fire.
Okay. I thought this was supposed to be a Liao base only, but we are seeing Steiner mechs as well.
Still reporting. Commander, I'm taking fire.
Okay. I don't think the bushwhacker's down, but we'll switch over to the other target as it gets closer. Okay, one down.
Hacksaw here. It's as good as dead. Enemy mech destroyed. Roger.
Oh, the Star Slayer's still alive.
Here. Roger that.
Now it isn't.
Target confirmed. Still reporting. Target acknowledged.
Okay, let's go over to our crossing point, which should be here. And for this point, we are going to have some turrets that are going to be a little bit of a problem. I could airstrike them, but we know that takes multiple airstrikes to clear, so I'm not exactly sure what we're going to be doing here. As a matter of fact, the more I look at this, I don't think this is the way we want to go, because we have a lot of disadvantages in that direction. So I'm going to take the long route, and we're going to go all the way back up this way. So it's going to take some time, but I think it's what we're going to have to do if we're going to want to do this mission correctly. Now, if we're going to go all the way up this way, the thing that's going to be our challenge is getting through this turret. So I think we're just going to use airstrikes here to try and get through the turret. Alternatively, though, we could go up to the north and come around the back way, capture this turret facility. Yeah, okay, you know, there's ways we could get into this base without really having to work that hard. But hitting this turret control may be necessary. It depends. It looks like this is fordable water, so we could just go up this way, come up around, come in behind this way, try and capture the turret control before these turrets attack us too much. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start routing my mechs over this way. Now, there's definitely vehicles and things over there that we're going to want to attack, but for the meantime, I think that's the best route, because this is, you know, a really hard area to attack. So you have to go through this bottleneck, and the turret control's all the way over here. Now, we could hit the fuel trucks, and that probably would cause the turret control or the generator to go up, and this could be a path through. And then we could go this way, and then use this to go over that way. So it is an option open to us. I mean, we have a couple different ways to attack this, but I think, well, what's the defense like if we go across the river here? We go across the river, we still have this turret control here, so we're going to have to deal with turret controls regardless of how we address this, so, alright. They do have scout mechs, so they're going to see me coming, though, and be able to act against me. Looks like most of the weight of their defenses is in this area, which I guess makes a certain amount of sense, as this is the main base that we're actually getting into now. That is a lot of stuff. All right, before we get too far, is there any obvious targets here for airstrike? I mean, we could hit this. Let me just go ahead and weigh this. So we could hit this, the ammo dump would go up, would probably take out that mech there, and the turret control for this, so this turret would be out. We may destroy the resource trucks, though, if I'm not careful. But I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to put the airstrike right there.
Confirmed. Commencing countdown.
It does leave the catapult up and running, but that's what I'm going to try for. Wait for it.
Turrets deactivated.
All right, so exactly what I thought might happen. We lost the resource trucks, which I really didn't want to have happen. But it did take out the turret grid. Did we also destroy... Was there a repair bay over here? I think the repair bay was in the base proper, so I hope I didn't accidentally destroy the repair bay. There is resources here, though, so it's not the absolute end of the world. But maybe that wasn't ideal. We did take out a mech, though. Although it was a light mech, I don't know if it was really worth... Oh, crap. People not routing exactly the way I want them to route. Sometimes the issue with this game... Oh, hello!
I'm here. They're on me. Hacksaw here. As good as dead.
So we're going to take a little bit of damage here, because I walked into another one of these hidden turrets.
Yeah, target locked in. Hacksaw here. It's
Not too bad, though.
dead. Roger.
Okay, well, that was clever. Mission setup. Let me grab... I think I'm going to use Hacksaw in this case, because... Steel's mech's starting to get a little shot up. Let's have the other mechs move a little bit over this way. Okay, so I'm going to try and get this pathing a little bit better than sometimes the AI likes to do.
No sweat.
Okay, so we're going to run in here and capture that. Looks like we're going to lose some of the turrets, but...
Building is mine.
Now, the turrets should start helping us by firing on the enemy. Maybe. All right, let's grab the whole group. Start moving over this way.
Long shot here.
We did also
Copy
blow
target.
through the wall, so that's good.
This could get ugly.
It looks like the catapult is focusing.
Hacksaw here. It's as good as dead. Yeah, he's done.
Okay, let's see if we can hit the generators here.
Hacksaw here. Locking in
A
target.
lot of enemy contacts in this area, so I'm gonna have to keep my eyes peeled. Okay, let's go ahead and go after the hunter here.
I'm here. Yeah, target locked in. Still reporting. Target acknowledged.
Objective complete.
Hacksaw here. Hey, I'm under fire. I'm here. Roger that. Target confirmed.
Go ahead and capture the gate control.
The dust. Check.
Resource buildings and the
Enemy
turret
resources
control.
Captured.
Building captured. Building
Okay, we didn't manage to get the gate control in time.
captured.
Let's start moving away
Loading capture.
from the hunchback to not allow it to get in at the range it wants to.
Oh boy.
Hit this razorback.
Hacksaw here. It's as good as dead. Enemy mech destroyed.
All right, let's wait to make sure they don't explode.
Affirmative.
Okay, we've got another razorback coming in.
Still reporting. Roger that. Target confirmed. No sweat.
That's gotta hurt.
I am a little bit bummed out that we lost those resource trucks, as they are going to be, or could have been valuable to doing more things with this mission. All right, before we go any further, we've got a lot of stuff on the sensors. So these are patrolling. They're not going to stay still. The Hetzer... I mean, this is going to be in our way, so we're going to have to take care of it anyway. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to land the airstrike on top of these fuel trucks. Should take out the generator. Take a look on the rest of the map, though.
Objective complete.
Okay, so all we have left is the Liao headquarters and the destroying all enemies, which that's going to be the toughest thing that we do, but it's possible. We're going to go across this ford. We're going to have to deal with the patrol of mechs here. Looks like mostly medium mechs, though, so we should be able to handle that. No problem. See if we can attack this
I'm here. Roger that.
mech.
Target confirmed. Roger.
Single it out. All right, we'll let it come to us for a bit as we just pick it apart here.
Yeah, he's done.
Okay, now the bushwhacker.
Hacksaw here. It's as good as dead.
Start backing off.
Long shot here. I'm taking fire.
Okay, go after the Xiaoyu.
Worm here. Yeah, target locked in. Check. That was pretty.
Long shot here. Copy target. Long shot here. I'm taking fire.
Okay, we're just gonna get in here up and close and personal and let this guy have it.
Check. I got him.
All right, let's back off, wait to see if he's gonna explode. He doesn't. Okay. So that's that patrol. Now let's get in here. All right, let's take a look at what we've got here. So we've got another patrol over here. We are going to want to go over there and get those resource trucks, so let's go there now. Got a Hetzer there. Vedette, some hunters. Okay. Let's just deal with these mechs over here first. Alright, we should be able to overwhelm this guy.
Sir, I'm under attack.
There are some mechs here powered down.
Job.
That's gotta hurt.
Hacksaw here.
Mech power-up
Yeah.
detected.
Long
We
shot
just
here.
walked through that
Copy
explosion too.
Hacksaw here. It's as good
I was about
as dead.
to say maybe an airstrike would be good there.
Hacksaw here. It's as good as
Yeah, let's
dead.
focus on the Razorbacks for now. Actually,
Long
no.
shot here.
Let's change
I'm
our
taking
target.
Fire.
Worm here. Roger that. Target confirmed. Check.
Just backing off a bit. Give ourselves some clear space. Keep attacking the Hollander as it's the one that has the long range of potential to do
Long
damage
shot
to us.
here. I'm taking fire. Long shot here. My armor's peeling off.
Alright, I gotta get long shot out of this
Long shot
fight.
here. I lost a weapon.
Check.
Okay. The others are kind of in the way. Get out of the way. Okay, so they're going to continue to go after Longshot and the Zeus. So I'm going to just put her over here. Let's grab the rest of the group. And from here on out, I'm going to make them a different command group. So we're going to call her Command Group 2. We're going to put them in Command Group 1. And let's just focus our fire here.
Worm here. Roger that. Target confirmed.
And the AI is just going to ignore
No sweat.
these three mechs in their attempt to take out Longshot.
Target locked in. Worm here. Roger that. Target confirmed. Hacksaw here. It's as good as dead. Hacksaw here.
Okay.
Locking in target.
I think there is a repair base somewhere. If I accidentally blew it up, that's going to be kind of a bummer. Yeah, I don't remember where the repair bay is, and it's possible I accidentally did blow it up. So, with that in mind, we don't have a whole lot of objectives left. I think what we do is we call a repair truck in, and we repair Longshot. So, let's go ahead and send that repair truck down. Now, the loss of the weapon is irreplaceable, so we're just going to take the rest of our group, and we're going to come over here.
Worm here. They're on me.
Oh, who's on you? Who's attacking you?
Hacksaw here. Locking in target. Affirmative.
What happened to Worm? All right, you know, at this point, I'm just going to go ahead and come over here, and we're going to get repaired.
Long shot here. Good to go.
Okay, repair truck. Who's the most beat up at this point? It's pretty close, but I'm going to say let's repair Hacksaw here. Now, Longshot, I guess we'll go ahead and put back into the rest of the command group. We lost one of our pulse lasers and one of the clan LRM racks, so she's a little bit reduced in firepower.
All buffed and shiny, boss.
Oh, I didn't select everybody there, so let's do that again. Okay, repair truck. Who else can we repair here? And we don't have any more repairs, I don't think. We'll see if it will allow it, but...
Repair resources depleted.
Okay, there we go. All right, let's go ahead and continue. We'll go over here, capture these resource points, and we'll see what we can do as far as airstrikes or what have you. Against any enemies that may be around. Now, honestly, I think we should probably airstrike the fuel truck and the ammo area, just, you know, as a precaution, because there's probably some enemy in those areas. Oh, there's the repair bay. Okay, so it's not that far away from where we're going to be. And if we need it, we need it. Go ahead and hit this lookout tower. I mean, I don't know. I see you guys trying to trick me again.
Roger. Worm here. Yeah, target locked in. Worm here. Roger that.
We were able to stay away from them, though, so...
Worm here. Yeah, target locked in. Hacksaw here. Locking in target.
Okay.
Check.
So now capture these.
Enemy resources captured.
I got the building.
Enemy resources captured. Enemy resources captured.
I got the building.
Okay.
Affirmative.
So there is something in this ammo dump. Let's go ahead and airstrike it. Put the airstrike right there.
Airstrike confirmed. Commencing countdown.
There's nothing else valuable in this area. Okay, what about that fuel area? Is there anything over there? I don't think that's in sensor range, so we don't know yet. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and take our group. And is there a way up? This is all pretty steep. And I don't want to go in this way because you're going in between... I mean, this is knocked out, so it's not a big deal for that. Is there a way over this way? No, okay, so... Unless I'm mistaken, we shouldn't be able to walk up here. Oh, no, it looks like I am mistaken. Because they are pathing up this way. Ah, okay, that's the way we go. Okay, well, we want to go over here anyway, because there is a repair facility. And while I'm here, let's go ahead and take a look at that fuel. Okay, well... Again, it's hard to say if it is... within my sensor range or not. I mean, we've got these catapults in there, so... And those are moving, so... Yeah. Alright, let's just come over here and kill these vehicles.
Hacksaw here.
Mech power-up
Oh,
detected.
hello. An Atlas. Start moving away from him,
Target locked in.
because he probably has a heavy autocannon.
Wet. Hacksaw here. Locking in
Alright,
target.
let's take out this vehicle while we can. Those are usually fairly easy to kill. Let's keep hitting the Atlas.
Here. Yeah, target locked in.
It's not the kind of thing you just want to stumble into.
Still reporting. I am under fire.
Alright.
Oh boy.
Blew off his arm, knocked him down, and I guess he's dead.
No sweat.
Okay.
See ya.
So that's not the kind of thing we want to walk into anymore. But we should be able to come in here, get some resource points, and give us the ability to continue to do airstrikes.
Check.
We have to be mindful of that possibility, though, that they will...
Worm here. Yeah.
Enemy resources captured.
Yeah, let's back off.
Enemy destroyed.
Get the repair bay.
Sweat.
And while we have mechs repair,
Building is
I'm going to look at some possibilities of airstriking. So, again, there's nothing over here that I can see, but there's always a possibility of something. So,
Airstrike confirmed.
I'll just
Commencing
throw an
countdown.
airstrike out here,
Two reporting.
blow all this
Back
up.
in action.
Okay, anyone else needing repairs? Worm does. Okay, it looks like we also have some stationary opponents over here, but unfortunately I have my sensors out.
Worm here. Good to go, boss.
Okay, so these are a possible threat here. Of course, there's the headquarters.
Worm here. I can't get there.
And there was that one turret control with the fuel trucks that I believe had an enemy too. Alright, well, let's just go ahead and focus on getting the rest of the enemies taken out here and this headquarters taken out so that we can complete this mission. Alright, I actually don't want to tangle with this guy.
Hacksaw here. Looks like I'm the target.
Okay. What I wanted to do is attack the
Hacksaw
turret
here.
control,
Locking in
but
target.
it appears that it's not letting me.
Roger. One less enemy.
There might be a command to fire, but I don't remember what it is.
Clean his clock.
Roger.
The important thing is that we just take out the vehicles, though. We don't really actually have to tangle with the other things. And as I was saying, there is a vehicle here, but if it continues to move around, yeah, we might not guarantee being able to hit it with an airstrike. So that might be the last thing that we address. Okay, let's go ahead and run over here and take out these swarm LRM carriers. Okay, I'm going to run up on top of this hill. We do have resource points over there. Taking out these swarm carriers is going to be my main objective right now. We're going to get as close as we possibly can so that these guys are not as much of a threat.
Detected.
Roger that.
Okay, let's go after the catapult.
Affirmative.
Catapults. Wow, there's a bunch of them. Okay, actually, close attack here is going to be our best advantage. I say as we just lose a long shot. Well, that sucks. So I just walked into a bunch of mechs here. I guess I shouldn't have been that surprised that the headquarters is going to have that many enemies, but holy crap did we just take a ton of damage. Okay, at this point I'm going to go ahead and have our Mad Cat go over there and get repaired. And we're going to try and hold the line with our other two mechs. Now it looks like Longshot got out of that. I saw an escape pod.
Affirmative.
I don't know if this is wise to be doing this with our Mad Cat. As a matter of fact, I really know it's not wise, but...
Affirmative.
Oops. Didn't want to have them attack that. No, I don't want you to be attacking that. Please attack this instead.
Affirmative.
Okay, hopefully they are focusing on my Mad Cat here.
Affirmative.
Okay, that guy's down.
No sweat.
Okay.
Affirmative.
Okay, you go right back in the repairs. Alright, that was a little dicey. Let's go ahead and have our mechs, though, run over and capture this.
Affirmative.
Okay, there's not a lot left of the enemy at this point. Just a couple patrolling units, really.
Objective complete.
Okay. And we've gone through all this effort. I feel like we really have to see this thing through, because there shouldn't be that much of the enemy left. So what I am going to do, though, is have the rest of my mechs repair, because we've taken heavy damage here. This vedette is going to be an issue. All right, well, let's see if we can get him with an airstrike. He does come back over here every so often, so I'm going to try and airstrike it just as it comes in. So let's try now.
Airstrike confirmed. Commencing countdown.
Okay, and while we're doing that, I want to make sure I'm repairing. So let's have Steel run in here and repair. You go over there. Okay, let's go back over to where the bombardment is about to happen. Okay, it looks like I timed it right.
Turrets deactivated.
Good. All right. So that makes that easier. And we'll have worm repair, and then we'll be good to go. A little bit bummed out that the Zeus got lost there, but I ran into, what was it, 3 mechs at close range. Okay. Let's have these 2 come on up. And we'll try and attack these catapults now. Now, the catapults do stay still at a couple of their patrol points for quite a while. And I think I see where their patrol points are. Except I think I may have already triggered them, so never mind. Let's have Worm come over here. Here we go. Okay, at close range, we should be at a very distinct advantage.
Check.
All right. I think we got him. Let's back off to make sure he doesn't explode on us. Okay. So at this point, I don't really see any reason to try an airstrike to take out this catapult. Unfortunately, let's grab our 3 mechs. Can we attack the turret generator from here? Okay, never mind. We're going to attack the catapult.
Roger.
And again, at closer ranges, we're going to be at an advantage. Let's see if we can attack the turret generator, as I was saying.
Roger.
We can take this one out. It will allow us to get to that last patrol.
Turrets deactivated.
Okay, good. Resource points we can grab.
No sweat.
Enemy resources captured.
All right. I am going to use my salvage on the Zeus that we lost, just so that we don't have to pay to get it back, I think. Okay. Get over here and kill these vehicles. Oh, there's some others around. Oh, you know, these ECM mechs are going to probably cause me some issues finishing this mission off. Ugh. Okay. Well, unfortunately, it looks like this is going to be a problem. I have enough to airstrike, but then I won't be able to salvage. Don't know if I have much choice when it comes to this. I mean, the mechs may be coming for me, but I have no guarantee of that. I guess we can just attack the turrets themselves.
East dust. You got it, sir.
Okay. Then let's take out the generator.
Affirmative.
Turrets deactivated.
Okay. Raven here.
Roger that.
I know there's another one, though. Not exactly sure where it's headed. Okay, there's another one. Now, if this doesn't seal the deal, I don't know where the other ones are, and I don't know if I'll ever find them. All right, there we go. I was about to say, they better not pull that on me. Okay, so we're going to come over here. We're going to salvage our Zeus. That's all we're going to have the ability to spend. So, as soon as we get line of sight here, we should be able to salvage.
Salvage craft is on its way.
And then we'll just take all of these mechs, and we'll put them over at the extraction point. Now, I'm going to have to go a roundabout way, because of which turret controls are still active. And we'll be done with the mission. So, as I said, my big criticism of this game is this whole needing to extract thing. In some missions it makes sense, but most of the time it's just extremely tedious. You have to go halfway across the map, sometimes with mechs that are very slow, and it takes an extremely long time, and this is a long time where nothing is happening. So, really takes you out of the action. Alright, we're done.
Objective complete.
So for that mission,
Successful.
for that mission, you could have done the basics, and really, it wouldn't have taken long. I think we would have been done in less than a half an hour. But to do every single objective, it took twice that time, pretty much. So what do we want to salvage here? To be honest with you, again, we have all of these mechs. And honestly, there was no reason for me to do all those objectives. The main reason I do all those objectives is to get money. I don't need the money anymore. I have every mech that I could possibly use. So I'm just going to pick up a Zeus, I guess, and that's going to be it. And I'm going to hit done. I mean, I guess I could pick up a catapult as well, just to sell if we want. Now, we killed a lot of things. Some of it with airstrikes, but as we can see here, well over 7 kills there. Looks like we're gonna get a promotion for steel.
MechWarrior promoted to elite.
Okay, let's take a look at the elite. So we've got heavy mech, PPC specialist, heavy autocan specialist, short range specialist, medium range specialist. We're just going to go ahead and take long range because that is our bread and butter. And then finally we have Worm here. Well, actually, no, we have a couple pilots that are more because of the salvage and the loss. Which you barely did anything. You know, I'm noticing that Longshot's not on this list, so did she die? Alright, I'm not sure, but just to see here, I can always back out of a mission if I don't want to do it, so let's just take a look at our pilots here real quick. No, Longshot's listed, but for whatever reason, I don't recall seeing her on that list, so I don't know if that was a bug or I just missed her, but in any case, I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. This is MouseGunner, signing out.